Hello everyone. We will start the closing ceremony in a couple of minutes.
We have all gathered here in this bright, chilling morning in Delhi to look at how can we promote cooperative entrepreneurship among the youth.
And this is an experiment we are trying out. So one for us, it's an experiment to see how the reaction is. We think that there is the need for people like us who are engaged in cooperatives to also embrace technology.
Here we had youth coming up with this idea of their own initiative through this Coopathon hack session. Ideas that were supported by a great deal of thought and research and interviews around the world. So really wonderful to see such great thinking coming out of this group, and we're very inspired by the work that's happening here and looking forward to carrying the work forward in the days to come.
I got a platform to brainstorm my ideas in order to help cooperatives, and it's genuinely a big problem for the youth to be not involved with cooperatives.
Cooperative model is an inclusive model which does away with so many social and economic inequities.
TinkerHub is very proud to be a partner for this kind of initiative where technology is brought to a large number of people. We are solving their problems.
It is very important for the personnel who works in cooperatives to engage the youth in the fold of cooperatives to bring social change.
Hi, Kurian. Do we have the person from the ministry already joined? Yeah, Mohit, he already joined. Okay. Good to go. A second. Hello. Okay. Good afternoon and welcome, Mr. Ruli Indrawan. Thank you for joining. I'll just share opening remarks and then we will invite you to share your keynote speech, sir. Thank you for joining us. Just a couple of minutes, we will start. All right. Good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for making it to the finale and, in fact, the closing ceremony of Coopathon 3.0. It has been a wonderful journey of about 72 hours over the last few days. Really, participants from 12 countries and several regions have been involved as mentors, as participants, as volunteers, as you call Spocks. to be able to make this event come together and finally have us a few pitching, participants who were pitching over the last couple of hours as well. So that has just happened, and we are right back from the discussions which happened within the judges, and we are also keen to understand and learn what has been the result of this pitching competition. While we go ahead with that, we also have the pleasure of having amongst us our speaker for this closing ceremony. I take this opportunity to welcome and invite our keynote speaker for this session and introduce him also to you all. Mr. Ruli Indravan started his civil career with the Ministry of Culture and Education in 1985 and was appointed to hold some strategic positions in the ministry in Indonesia. Currently, he is Ministry Secretary of Cooperatives and Small and Medium Enterprises in the Republic of Indonesia since 2019. He has responsible assignment for coordinating and synchronizing the cooperatives and SMEs policy and programs, fostering an administrative support to all the unit of organizations existing in the domain of the Ministry of Cooperatives and SMEs. We take this opportunity to welcome you, sir, and thank you for your time and availability. And we invite you to please share your keynote address with the audience.
Okay. Excellencies, Regional Director International Cooperative Alliance Asia and Pacific, Mr. Balweir, Program Director of ACA ASEAN and Pacific, Mr. Bahit Dev, the organizer of the event, and distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon. First of all, I would like to extend regard from the Minister of Cooperative and SMEs. Due to important circumstances, he could not attend and asked me to deliver speech in this prestigious event. On behalf of the Minister of Cooperative and SME of the Republic of Indonesia, we truly appreciate an initiative from the ACA, ASEAN, and Pacific, who has organized the Cooperative Hackathon or Coopathon signed 2018, and this year is Coopathon 3.0. The earlier two events were successfully in normal situation, where every participant could meet basically to collaborate and find the best solution for social and services challenges with the format of cooperative values and principles. This year, in the situation of COVID-19 crisis, the technology usage and innovative model of collective entrepreneurship among young operators is more relevant. Therefore, this year event is called Virtual Cooperative Hackathon. That is really online event for participants across the Asia and Pacific region for 4 days. Now is a closing ceremony of the event with the themes technology and cooperative identity. This theme, embracing the digital transformation, is promising to establish people-centered business collective. So we are grateful if the innovative models or cooperative then have been made by participants can be implemented in the future. I am also proud from all participants. The team from Indonesia is the biggest number, 41 teams from various countries. distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Ministry of Cooperative and SME is also concerned to develop modern cooperatives and scaling up the micro, small, and medium enterprises as it is directed by our President to the Minister. Nowadays, our Minister has set some policies to bring MSC entering the digital ecosystem. Pros intents, we have provide online training for the SME by access to www.eduumkm.id. We also have encouraged SME from various sector of business to be connected with leading marketplace and the near future. We have also built a portal for innovation and digital transformation for cooperatives. Our implementing agency Semesco Indonesia has made cooperation with some owner of e-commerce to the mentoring for MSE in the digital education and training program. Another implementing agency, the Revolving Fund Agency for Cooperatives and SME, LPDB UMKM, has also extended their function in regard with the Minister Decree number 4 year 2020. That the agency is not only focusing on funding, but also will do mentoring and growing business incubators. Distinguishing participation of the event. In response to dynamic condition of global economic, our government has issued Omnibus Law, the number 11 year 2020. We believe that the regulation will encourage many people to be entrepreneurs because there are some business and protection for micro and small business. For cooperative, there are also need to build a legal entity with only 9 people. So we believe that is gives great opportunity for young people and millennials to choose a cooperative for their creative and innovative work. This regulation also encourage a cooperative use digital system for their members and allowing them annual general meeting by virtual. Finally, once again, I really appreciate and thank you very much to the ASEAN, ASEAN and Pacific doing this event. We hope by doing this event, the entrepreneurial skill will be adopted in every activities of cooperatives, and we hope I can encourage more cooperative to enter the digital ecosystem. Thank you and congratulations. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And then I'm sorry because there is another event. Then I say goodbye, and it is a contribution by Mr. Luhut Panjaitanto as Minister Expert Staff for Interinstitutional Relations. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Indrawan. We really appreciate your taking the time and also representing the Ministry of Cooperatives and SMEs in the Republic of Indonesia. We understand your busy schedule and really thank you for addressing the audience with your keynote address. in times like these, it is definitely very relevant and important for the ministry and yourself to have made these remarks. Thank you so much indeed. Okay, after the keynote address by the ministry secretary, we now go on to the closing remarks by partners and mentors who have really helped us throughout this program, even before and during the whole course of the 72-hour hackathon. So I take this opportunity to invite our colleagues from the partner organizations to please feel free and come up to the stage and share your remarks, especially your experiences. How was this whole event for you? And what were the things that you're taking back from this Coopathon 3.0? I have been given a list here, so maybe I'll call upon a few names, but even otherwise, please feel free to raise hands and the organizers will pull you on stage and share the mic, and you can also share your experiences. Mr. Hazim from Angkasa, Malaysia, if you're here already and would like to share your remarks.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Mr. Rolin Rawan, Mr. Balasubramaniam here, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, everyone. It's a great honor for me to have chance to be here today as a Malaysia Global Cooperative Entrepreneur, GCE mentor, and as a part of Malaysia National Cooperative Movement Youth Representative. We really appreciate the support of the International Cooperative Alliance Asia Pacific along the way to empower the cooperative movement. In the year of 2020, we have great challenges in the social and economic sector regarding the pandemic. Nevertheless, we thank to God and Muslims say Alhamdulillah to give us great opportunities to make two international events this year. That are Global Youth Forum 2020 GYF 20 on the 3rd till 7th February, and today's event, Coopathon 3.0 from 11 till 14 December. Ladies and gentlemen, the main factor successful of this program is a teamwork. It's the spirit of solidarity in cooperative. Nothing can stop what we can do together. Challenging situations and obstacles are a part of life. One of the most effective ways you can do to survive is always keep practicing positive thinking. We cannot change the problems. We face the problems every day. However, we can change how we face the problem. Great mind will result a great view and will lead to great action. Every problem is an opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, therefore, when the first virtual hackathon is applied for the cooperative, Coopathon 3.0 means significant to us with a strong message to the cooperative in the world. Go for global, go for digitalization. Dear all participants, the journey is just started. Take all the benefits from this program that can suit you and gain for the success in the future. Last but not least, I would like to share a quote by Brian Tracy, who is a motivational speaker. He said that, make your life a masterpiece. Imagine no limitation on what you can be, have, or do. Thank you very much. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hazim, for this inspiring speech, and also to the colleagues at Angkasa for the constant support and encouragement throughout the journey of Coopathon. I remember during our discussions how it was very actively taken up by the team at Angkasa to make sure the event is promoted locally in Malaysia. and had several participants coming from Malaysia. Thank you so much for all your work and participation in this. We have now also received a request from Miss Nalo from Korea. If she is available here and she can be called on stage to share her closing remarks. She has been one of the key mentors for several participants uh, at the Coopathon and represents the MTA, the Mondragon Team Academy in Korea. Ms. Nalo, I see you're here. The stage is yours.
Hello. Hello, I'm Nalo from Seoul, Korea, and I'm a team coach of Lane Seoul, which is bachelor degree program for team entrepreneurship by blooming Mondragon cooperative spirit. First of all, congratulations to all the teams here, and yeah, regardless of the results. And it was really meaningful time for me to realize again, this pandemic era gives the opportunity for solidarity. And happy to meet awesome teams here. And thanks to their efforts shown within those days, I've got energy and I see the light of the world in this pandemic era. Yes, now we are facing various challenges in this era, but I'm sure those cooperative spirit shown by all the teams can lead us to support and serve each other. Yeah. So thank you so much for inviting here. And I hope all the teams would last. Goes and goes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Nalo Sarang. It was really a pleasure having you and the organization, MTA, backing this event so well throughout the 72 hours. And we do look forward to future engagements with your dreampreneurs in Seoul, in South Korea. With this, may I then call upon Mr. Ding Dong Comeros from the Philippines. He has also been an active supporter and a mentor for the Coopathon 3.0 and has also several teams from Southeast Asia who he has supported and discussed on several of their plans on incubation and startups in their countries. So, Mr. Ding Dong, I'm not sure if you're here already.
Could you please raise your hand so that I can add to the stage?
Yeah, you'll need to raise your hand. You'll see an icon at the bottom of the screen. Okay, never mind. I think he's not here right now. Maybe Korean, if you find him, please do add him on stage in the next few minutes. We do have Miss Dina, who represented the TinkerHub Foundation, but also helped us as a SPOC for several teams and has been very closely working with them over the last 72 hours. So we take this opportunity to also thank us SPOCs, and one of the representatives, Ms. Dina, is here to share a bit about her experience. I'm sure it was a bit new for you, Dina, with cooperatives. So if you can, walk us through these last 72 hours and some of the experiences you've had interacting with several countries and participants.
Thank you, Mohit. This was definitely a new thing for me, even though I worked with TinkerHub for a couple of years. Participating in something that involves cooperatives was something new, especially seeing the way the kids were acting. I was given a team, one of them with 16-year-olds, 3 of them from Malaysia, and seeing the dedication and the way they wanted to work through a cooperative for students was quite interesting. And it was my honor to actually be a point of contact for them. With the mentors, I had folks from Malaysia, I had from US, and it was a challenge definitely with the different time zones, but they all worked as much as possible. Some sat late at night, some got up early in the morning. So it was quite amazing, and I'm happy to be a part of Coopathon 3, and I definitely look forward to seeing more and more folks coming here, especially my teams that I was a point of contact for developing their ideas further ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tina, and also all our Spocks who participated with several hours put in, especially at odd hours for you as well, given the time zone difference and teams from all parts of the world. So we really thank you for the time and effort that you guys have put in, and we really appreciate that. And going forward, we hope to engage on several other Coopathons in future as well. Thank you so much. May I then call upon stage if we have Mr. Sanjay Verma here from the National Cooperative Union of India. He has also been mentoring several participants and teams from India and has worked very closely on helping us with the publications and the PR of this very event. So if Mr. Sanjay Verma is here, if you can raise your hand and our team here will pass on the mic.
Am I audible?
Yes, yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah. Thanks, Mohit, for calling me, and it was a wonderful experience to be a part of this Coopathon, and it was entirely a new experience for me. And basically, interacting with all the young team members it was really a great experience, because I feel that this type of event needs to be organized at the country level also to promote entrepreneurship based on technology, and this can be the best way to attract the youth. And the most important thing which I feel is that these proposals need to be workable also, and we have to find a way out how these can be implemented implemented. And most importantly, this experience has made me more passionate to think about youth and how to organize such events, at the country level also. But this is a great initiative, and I'm very happy to be a part of this initiative. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Verma. Indeed, it was a challenging prospect to look at a 72-hour online Coopathon in these times. But thanks to the mentors like you and partners which we've had, we were able to indeed pull this through. And maybe next in line, then we would also hear from one of the key organizing committee members who's been there for quite a few months, looking at the registrations, the shortlisting, the process for quite some time now. I have the opportunity to call my colleague Ms. Shivali Sarna from the ICA AP, who's been leading most of our communications and visibility and making sure that the participants have the guidebook and the playbook in right time, and interacting with the participants at regular intervals for the last few months now. So maybe Shivali, if you can share some of your personal experiences and perspectives which have formed up over the course of the organization of this event.
Thank you, Mohit. Hello everyone, I'm Shivali. I'm part of the organizing team and the host organization, as Mohit also mentioned. So the last 3 days have been a result of months of hard work for us, and we are very thankful to all the participants, partners, mentors, judges, and all the volunteers who have made this event a success. While planning, we actually didn't envisage such huge numbers, since this is the first time Coopathon is happening virtually, and that too with the use of new platforms like AirMeet and Slack. So we are glad to see such wholehearted participation. Also, as much as like a physical hackathon, the organizing team has always been part of a virtual war room here through Slack and WhatsApp. Our fingers were constantly typing, and it was nothing less than firing guns. The hosts maintaining straight face while thinking thousands of things is also very applaudable. So overall, it has been a heartening experience for us, and I would like to thank you all once again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shivali, for also working so closely on the several visibility and communications aspect, and making sure that people who could not join the event or are in different time zones are still able to, see the recordings and look at the social media posts that you've been working on. So thank you so much. With this, I guess if we have no other hands raised, this is actually the time to go into the announcement of the awards by the judges. And we should then call upon stage all the three judges to, of course, share their experience of going through the finalists, the pitching, the pitches that were made over the last couple of hours, and also the CIC canvas, which might have been also quite new for them, adopted very specifically for the event, and the pitching videos that were also shared. So I request the organizers to please add on stage the judges for the event. Ms. Amaya Fernandez from MTA in China, Mr. Tarun Bhargava from IFCO, India, and Mr. Jackson, of course, from the bottom of Pyramid Hub in Singapore. Sorry, we seem to be facing some trouble there. Can you?
I'm trying to add more. So,
Sure. To also quickly remind our audiences who might have joined us fresh for the closing ceremony, we had three illustrious judges for this event earlier this afternoon. We have Ms. Amaya Garcia Fernandez from the Mondragon Technical Academy, who's currently in China leading with her team the Traveling University. We also have Mr. Jack Sim, who's founder of the Bottom of the Hub Pyramid, and also the Restroom Association of Singapore, the World Toilet Organization, and the World Toilet Initiative. And also, indeed, Mr. Tarun Bhargava, who represents the International Cooperative Entrepreneurship Think Tank, recently initiated arm of the ICA, the International Cooperative Alliance, as a chairperson on this board, and also the Indian Farmers Fertilizer Cooperative, or IFCO, as a joint general manager there. So they have been kind enough to agree to judge the whole pitching competition we just had a couple of hours back, and will now share, of course, their experience and feedback for some of the participating teams, along with announcing the judges, the awards as well. Kurian and Meher, if you can hear me, the judges are here. I think Mr. Jackson has also mentioned in the chat box. We just need to pass on the microphone so that he can join us on stage. Okay, we already have Ms. Amaya Fernandez joining us now. Amaya, since we are still waiting for the other two judges to join, maybe you can share a bit about the whole process, the whole experience of being part of the Coopathon, and also maybe some bit about your work and your organization to help the audiences learn a bit more about the work that you guys do. Okay, our technology seems to be failing us at the fag end of the Coopathon. We have lost Amaya.
Maybe
but yeah, Mr. Jackson is here. Yes, please.
I can start talking with the reflection. So we have gone through the 10 finalists, and there are a lot of very well thought through plans. Very passionate people also. So congratulations. One of the few things, of course, is that in a 3-minute pitch, you have to prepare to be able to tell everything very clearly. And we think that there are those who have gone through very detailed, and the best ones are the ones that are really ready to roll. That means we know that they can start tomorrow, right? Some have already tested market user experience and have good mentors and have technologies, and all those people are more ready. Another group is they have a dream, and so to do that you need to go and peel the onion layer by layer. After each layer, you want this dream, then what's the next step? What's the next step? Also, when you have a dream, you dream what is success look like when eventually it is done and everything is well. How does it look like? And if you want to dream, go and dream something very big. Find a big problem, go and solve it by thinking very big. When you think very big, you cannot do yourself. So you will have to bring other people together with you. So if you think very small, you can do yourself. But what's the point of solving a problem that is very small? And so try to think of a big solution that you can bring a lot of people to join you, and that is the spirit of cooperative. Cooperative is not the same as somebody owning everything and become a billionaire. In cooperative, the real billionaire is one that improves the life of 1 billion people. And if you are a millionaire, it's because you improve the life of 1 million people. And if you got $1 million or $1 billion, that's not a cooperative spirit. Because if you are rich and other people are poor, what's the point? Right? So we went through, and I will leave Amaya to tell you the successful, the first 1, 2, and 3 position. But I would say that it was not so easy to agree because so many are good. And so when you are already the last 10, I think you have to feel happy then and proud that you are already the finalists, because you are good already, and you should work hard. Whether you win or not, you must work hard to make it happen. Life is very short. Make full use of it, and put the mission in front of you, and make sure that all the ideas you have, you share, and all the ideas that other people have, ask them to share with you also. Thank you very much. Now we
Thank you
call
so much
Amaya.
indeed. Yeah, Mr. Jackson, that was very inspiring, and will always be remembered by the participants here as something which instills a sense of encouragement and vision in the minds of the participants. We are still waiting for Ms. Amaya and Mr. Tarun to join on stage.
I will, Mohit, I will pass the mic to Ms. Amaya.
Yes, please.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Amaya, finally we can. So sorry about the technical issues, but we can hear you
No
clearly.
worries. No worries.
Sure.
From my side, very connected with what Jack shared right now. I was super inspired. Like actually my skin was, we call it in Spanish, chicken skin, like listening to your pitches. Thanks a lot for all the participants. actually for your sensitivity, for the problem you are solving, how you were pitching your project with great passion. All the judges and I think like the organizers also, we got very inspired, and for the empathy you are showing also for the cooperatives, and also how you want to create an impact. And I think something very important for me is always when you are solving a big problem or you are trying to find a solution for a big problem, maybe at the beginning there's not a very clear business model, but let's make sure we don't kill that idea or problem very early. Let's wait a bit. For some of you maybe that you are still finding the business model, I think that it will come, but we just need to be patient sometimes, and we need to maybe get the Skype calls or try to connect with a lot of people and organizations. And maybe coming from the heart of Mondragon, actually I come from that a close city there. I think Ariz Mendiarrita, one of the co-founders of Mondragon, always was telling that the cooperatives is how we transform ourselves in teams to later transform the world. So I think that today I have seen that, and the magic of that, and cooperatives that are connected with technology, that is the future. So yes, it has been very hard delivering the top 3. Okay, we have some fights among the jury. We're discussing a lot because many of you had great pitches and ideas. But well, I can maybe start. I don't know if Tarun will also want to mention something before, or I can start delivering the top 3.
Yeah, I think we are waiting for Tarun to join, but he's facing some issues. So maybe you can.
So I can start.
Yeah, yes, that will be better.
Okay.
And I can already
Great.
hear
Are you ready?
hearing voices and sounds in the background on the virtual mode, of course. If you can see on the reactions being shared here on your screen.
Mm-hmm.
So really looking forward to what you're saying over the next 1 or 2 minutes.
Perfect. So, well, after a long discussion and some fights, maybe I will start from down to up, okay? From the bottom to the up. For the 3rd place, actually this idea, we think that is, we think that we believe in the scalability of the idea, and we really like the pitch and the passion of the team that was sharing in this case. We really believe that also the environment where it's done in the country has a great potential right now. And the 3rd place goes for design for impact.
I can just share the claps for that matter.
Great.
The virtual claps are still
Great.
going.
Congratulations for Design for Impact, and hope that you can create a huge transformation in education in India. And then for the second place, actually this idea has been, for some of us maybe it hasn't been the first time we heard about it, but we have seen how passionate the team are and how much they have the prototype somehow done. Their passion also for getting into the local reality, into the communities, and also the viability of the scalability of this product. So the second winner will be in this case Mai Kun.
Sorry,
and sorry if I misspelling.
Thank you. That's good to know.
Yes. Congratulations. And for us, the top one, actually, also it's, we really like this idea. I think it's very interesting from the point of view of innovation and using technology, also bringing technology into action into the cooperative world and business world. So we really believe on the possibilities and also on the scalability. And also the way of sharing has been amazing. So congratulations for the first award for InnoGame.
That's interesting. You can see the number of claps and virtual reactions. Thank you so much. That's an incredible announcement. I'm not sure if we can ask some of these representatives, the team winners, to probably join us on stage.
That would be
Korean,
great.
Meher, if that'll be possible, that's really exciting to hear from them.
That would be great. Congratulations to everyone.
Oh, one person from every team can raise your hands. I can add to the stage.
Sure. So please, the winners, the number 3 position, the designed for impact. If you have a representative here, please raise hands so that the organizers can call you on stage. And so is the case with Team Mike Kuhn and InnoGame Co-op. Yep, maybe designed for impact. If you are here, you can.
Hi, Mohit. I'm here. Yeah. Thank you so much. And I can't really believe that we have got a position here. And the only thing I want to say is that I would like to congratulate my team. And I was surrounded by 4 amazing women, and the Nari Shakti, the women power that they brought into the team has brought in all the success. So Parina, Shelly, Mrinalini, Ananya, thank you so much, guys. It's all for you guys, and it's all because of you guys. And thank you to the whole team. And it was an amazing experience because we could expedite the whole process of taking an idea to a next level and creating into a real business model. And of course, the future plans are to take it to the market, and the team is ready to get it rolling. Thank you so much, Bala Subramanian sir, Mohit, Kurian, Ganesh, Ananya, and special thanks to our mentor. He was the key to our success, you can say, because he gave the right advice at the right time, and we could crack things because of that. And looking forward to working ahead with all of you guys. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Thank you so much, Ravi. It's good to know that the mentorship really helped you in this 72-hour hackathon, and you'll be also looking forward to seeing how to go ahead and go to the market right from here.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
So if we have someone from the next team, Team Maikun, a representative to share their feedback. Oh, sorry, we could see and hear you, but I guess you're again offline. Okay.
Hello everyone, this is our team. We're very overwhelmed right now, so we might not be able to express exactly how we feel. But we just want to thank you from the bottom of our heart for this opportunity, because we really, as a team, we really needed this to learn and about cooperatives. And this 3-day was a very intense process for us. We learned exactly what we needed to, and it has set a precursor for us for our future, for implementing our pilot. And so special thanks to everyone who organized this event, and to ICA for getting this sorted out, and to our Spokes and our mentor, Dr. Sanjay Verma. He was instrumental in giving us key points right at the stage where we were about to submit, and I think that really changed the game for us. And in closing, I would just like to say the technology that we work with, it's something that almost everybody can do. That is why we believe that even the locals, they are meant to be a part of such kind of a technology. So if anybody wants to reach out to us, we would love to hear from you, and we would love to collaborate with you. I'll just write our email address or phone number on the chat box. We would love to connect with you. And I'm so glad we made so many amazing friends during the first day of interaction. People from Indonesia, all very sweet and kind people. That really gave us the whole atmosphere of this is a cooperative event. So it is not a very competitive stage, but a stage where you have understanding for the others. So we are very grateful to win, and quite overwhelmed right now. We had tears of joy, and I thought I would cry while speaking. But I'm very grateful for everything. So thank you judges, for thank you so much.
Thank you indeed, Advait and team. It was really nice to see that you were able to decode from I to V, as they
Yes.
say in the Coopathon 3.0, and glad that the mentorship helped, and you are also now looking forward to taking this further from
Yes.
this event. And there's only time will tell, of course, in the next few days and months and weeks. We'll, of course,
Definitely.
be in touch, and the whole organizing team with all the partners are very much looking forward to support you and follow up and see that you get the right kind of infrastructure and enabling environment to grow
Yes.
further from here.
Thank you, Mohit. Thank you.
Thank you. Uh, okay, maybe we can then call upon stage the winner of Coopathon 3.0, the representatives from Team Game Co-op. If you are here, please share your feedback. And again, congratulations for making it in this event.
Hello everyone, thank you so much. Thank you for wow, amazing. I very appreciate that what you, especially for the volunteers and for the ICA for having us. I'm quite speechless, but I'm glad that the solution that we created, we really hope that it really can help more and more people. We hope that more and people can look towards the digital product and digital market as well. And we really look forward to collaborate with other co-ops as we will looking in the future. We will looking forward to enhance and scale up our business as well. If just feel free to connect with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Joseph. We really appreciate your taking the time and making sure that you were part of this exciting event. And we are glad to know that you'll also be working further on your model and providing the much needed scale and weight to the
Yes.
initiatives at Game Co-op. And as I also mentioned before, we are always available, the whole organizing team and the partners who have arranged for this Coopathon. We are very much looking forward to work with you guys and see to it that we can support and give a platform wherever possible.
That's right. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for having us, and congratulations to every participants. There's so many great ideas that our team ourselves are amazed with that. Great job, guys. Great
Thank
job.
you. Thank you so much, Yusuf. Indeed, as Yusuf, you rightly mentioned, there have been, all teams, all participants were, extremely, exciting ideas there. Some were in the building stage, some were in the designing stage, some were prototyping with all their mentors and Spocks who were discussing with them over the last 72 hours. So, of course, for this very version, at this stage, we had 3 spots to fill in, and it was a cumbersome process at all stages, I must confess, right from the registration to shortlist to the pitching that I mentioned, I saw today. But throughout this whole journey, there has been a constant source of support and inspiration. And I'd like to call him on stage right now. Mr. Balasubramanian Iyer, the Regional Director of ICA AP, to deliver the inaugural address for Coopathon 3.0 and also share his feedback on the whole journey for the last few months and weeks, and of course the last 3 days that he has, been with us and supported us on this journey. Over to you, sir. Sorry, you might be muted. Shri, can you help?
Okay, sorry about that. Thank you, Mohit. And for me, it seems like we just started, and here we are at the end of our journey. For me, I think everyone is a winner. It's the 82 teams who participated, the 13 mentors we had, the 9 partner organizations, the 10 teams who presented. I think for me, everyone is a winner. Without everyone's joining and working together, this would not have happened, especially given that we are in so many different locations and we are having to do this virtually. Whenever I've been talking about the Coopathon, I've mentioned about 4 items. One is, how do we address the issues of the day, the real issues of the day? How do we leverage technology in order to do that? How do we bring youth to engage in it? And how do we use cooperatives as the vehicle? And so all this has come out. I think I was listening to the presentations, and it was very, very impressive to hear how each team has tried to bring out these 4 elements in terms of their ideas, in terms of how they want to move along with these. And a couple of things which Amaya mentioned, I think the passion, I think that's what really came out, that each one of you have been passionate about your ideas and how you don't want it to just be an idea, but it's something that you want to move beyond that stage. And as mentioned, I think we are here. We definitely like to see how we can take these ideas. Some are at the stage of ideas, some have moved ahead, some are in a much more advanced stage. But I think the real impact of Coopathon 3.0 would be when we are able to see these ideas be implemented and make a difference. And that in turn, I think, would inspire many more people to come on board. And for me, each one of you is an ambassador who's going to take forth this idea from Coopathon 3 forward. And we'd like to see how we can continue to support you all in this journey. So let me also add my congratulations to the 3 winners: InnoGame Indonesia, Maikun from India, and Design for Impact from India. Congratulations, and I do hope that we see your ideas get into real action. And that for me is where the real success lies. Let me also take this opportunity to thank Mr. Ruli Indrawan, from the Ministry Secretary for Cooperatives and SMEs, for joining us and delivering the closing address. And it's interesting that both our keynote speakers, one was from India and other was from Indonesia. And these are the 2 countries from where we had the maximum number of entries. And both these countries, again, have a lot in common going. They have a large young population who are aspirational. Both are democracies, and both have the sheer size of cooperatives. So I think there is, again, a potential, and both the keynote speakers mentioned about how they want to leverage the aspirations of youth. So I think it's also incumbent upon us to see how we can interact with them, engage them, because both of them, the NCDC in India occupies an important position in terms of supporting cooperatives. Similarly, the Ministry of SMEs and Cooperatives in Indonesia holds an important position. So it's, again, we need to also expand. The resources are an issue for us. It's also the enabling environment for cooperatives, that's an issue. For we have great ideas, but then we get stymied by the enabling environment. And just one example would be, how many members do you need to form a cooperative? And that can be a stumbling block in many countries. Finances, again, are an issue. So I think it's the ideas, it's the mentors, it's organizations like ICA. But then again, we need to expand more to see how we can bring in the ministries and other stakeholders. So the more we do that, I think the scale and the reach that comes about. So from ICAP side, we will do that to see how we can continue to engage with the different stakeholders and get them interested in the ideas not only which came about through the Coopathon, but also to see how we can promote more such events, promote more such initiatives, and expand the cooperative model. I'd like to thank our judges, Ms. Amia Garcia Fernandez from the Mondragon Team Academy and Traveling University, Mr. Jackson from the bottom of the Pyramid Hub in Singapore, and Tarun Bhargava, the chairperson of ICETT and Joint General Manager at IFCO. Thank you very much. I think you have spent a considerable amount of time going through the Google Docs and then having to sit through and hearing each presentation, asking your pointed questions. And at the end of the day, I'm thankful I'm not in your place to be making the decision to choose the top 3 prize winners. I think you all have done an excellent job, and I'd like to thank you all for the time and effort and the motivation and the inspiration that you've provided to all the participants. I'm also grateful to our prize sponsors, IFCO, for sponsoring the first and second prize, and the ICA Domus Trust for the third prize. I'd like to recognize Dr. U.S. Avasti, who's the Managing Director of IFCO, for his willingness and ready interest to support innovation and youth. And that's the 4th pillar which we need to capitalize on. In each of our country, we have apex organizations, we have federations, we have big cooperatives who have the resources, who have the experience. So now how do we all bring them also to this space to get them interested and to see how they can support? And they are, in my experience, they are very much willing to support, and it's just a matter of us taking our ideas to them. So we hope to now get them also interested. I'd like to thank all the SPOCs. Again, let me see if I get it correct. It's the single point of contact. Thank you all. I think Deepa mentioned about her experience and how, despite the time differences, taking a team through the 72-hour process was quite an experience, and I'm sure the others have felt that too. So thank you to all our SPOCs, and thank you very much to all our mentors. I think the SPOCs, the mentors, the volunteers, everyone has played a very important part in this Coopathon 3.0, and especially more so because we had to do this in a virtual way. So thank you very much all. And I'd like to thank all the partners, right from Malaysia to Indonesia to Korea to Australia. We've had quite a number of partners who were part of this journey right from the beginning. And so thank you very much. And in particular, I think I'd like to recognize Meher Musa and the TinkerHub team. I think they've been done an outstanding job, the 3rd time in a row, starting with the first Coopathon in Kozhikode, second one in Delhi, and now the 3rd one virtually. I think we've been lucky to have them as partners in this journey. And so thank you, TinkerHub team, for all the work that you all have done. And of course, my team, Mohit, Shivali, Ganesh, Sri, all have spent considerable time conceptualizing, reaching out, and putting this whole event together. And so we would not be here today, but for all the efforts that they have put in. Finally, I think it's very important for us to see how we can keep this. We formed a community. It's very important to see how we keep this going, how we stay in touch, and how we take forth our ideas forward. So I think for me, the follow-up is the most important part of it. So we will gather here at the ICAP to see how we can follow up, how we can make sure that we can support and continue to stay in touch and keep hearing from you all. I think that's the other thing. We need to hear your stories. And the more we hear, the more it gives us the opportunity to spread out. And one of the things which cooperatives need are good stories, good things happening at the place on the ground, which we can actively promote. So we would be reaching out to you all to hear about how you all are putting your ideas in place, how are you all going forward in your journey. so that we can help to capture it and promote it. And that, I think, is the other dimension which is needed in order to ensure that all these ideas are not only put into practice, but then it's also spread out so that more and more people know about it and get motivated to join. And for me, now all of y'all are alumni of the Coopathon that we've organized. So y'all are part of our network now. And we will be reaching out to y'all to see how you can support this. We had Coopathon 3, I'm sure we'll have Coopathon 4 and more. And so y'all would be, I think, the people whom we would be reaching out to again, not just in terms of entry, but in terms of spreading out the message and seeing how we can expand. I think each Coopathon, the network has been expanding, and that's because we've got people who participated to be part of the network. So I'll be expecting you all to be part of this network and supporting us as we move forward. Finally, again, thank you all for taking part in Coopathon 3 and making sure that we've had exciting 72 hours, and I hope you all had fun, made friends, and let me wish you all the very best in your endeavors going forward. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Iyer. That's, as usual, a very inspiring speech, and also nicely summarizes the whole process we've been following last few months, weeks, and of course the last 72 hours. I think it simply remains for me to also thank our admin for all these 72 hours, Mr. Kurian Jacob from the TinkerHub team. You have been really coordinating with all of us for several hours now on Slack, on Wiki, Co-op page, and several other mediums. So I would again, on behalf of the organizers, really like to thank you as well for all the work and the efforts. And as Mr. Iyer mentioned, we will be in touch with the teams here, the winners, the other teams who also have been very keen on moving forward. And we will make sure that the community is up and running. The ones that we have already active on Slack and other platforms should continue. And we will be in touch with all of you to make sure that our engagement goes on from here as well. So thank you so much, everyone, for your time and several efforts that you would have put in for all this 72-hour hackathon. It was unprecedented, as we've often said, a virtual hackathon of this scale and for this nature on cooperative identity and technology. So we hope that we were able to decode from I to V at the end of this session, and we definitely look forward to keeping in touch and send our best wishes for the upcoming holiday break as well. Thank you so much. And
can I just add a word, Mohit?
Sure, please.
I knew I was missing people, and I realized that I missed mentioning Ganesh, who also played a very important part in this. So Ganesh, thank you very much. And Kurian, again, thank you for me. I should have mentioned you along with Meher. Thank you very much for all the work both of you have done.
Thank you, everyone. If there's anyone who wants to raise a hand or send any final remarks or maybe comment in the chat box here, we are open for a couple of minutes, or else then let's call it a day and be in touch on Slack and other platforms. I don't know, Kurian, if you're still willing to look at the raise hands column now, or you just want to rest a while more?
Yeah, actually, anyone can actually raise your hands, so it will be a great honor to hear you.
Okay, if none so far, then maybe we can wind up. And yeah, I think they are sending their wishes. So thank you again. And we have Mr. Kevin who's wanting to join.
Hi Mohit, and hello to the entire team of Hackathon 3. My name is Kevin Srandiek.
Then maybe we can
My name is Kevin Srandiek.
Wind up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, we can hear you. Some issues. So thank you again.
Hello.
And we have Kevin.
Kevin, you're audible.
Hi,
You can.
I'm Mohit, and hello to the entire team of Hackathon 3. My name is Kevin Srandiek.
Maybe we can.
My name is Kevin Srandiek.
Wind up and
Can you hear me?
yeah. Yes, we can hear you.
Sorry, we can hear you.
Hello.
We can hear you.
Kevin.
Kevin, you're audible.
Hi,
You can.
I'm Mohit, and hello to the entire team of Hackathon 3. My name is Kevin Srandiek. Hello, can you hear me now? Sorry about that.
Kevin, could you please switch off your maybe mute your speakers? That's
I've done that. Sorry.
yeah, sure.
Sorry about
You
that.
can continue.
All right, my name is Kevin Strandiek. I am from Kenya. I was representing Brand K as a solution. So, bearing in mind that our idea was not actually from Asia or from Africa, so I was recommending and requesting the organizers to probably just try and review our idea in detail when they have a chance, then probably share with us feedback. We'll more than appreciate to build up on it and to keep on growing it. That's what I wanted to request. Indeed. Thank you so much, Kevin. This is a point well noted, and we will make sure this team of mentors and reviewers who've been looking through some of the applications already, we will also get back to you with a feedback. Yeah, I appreciate. I just thought of raising that up because I know we were fortunate to have been shortlisted amongst the 40 participants to compete. Our idea, yes, I am from Kenya, that's in Africa, and I just thought of tapping in onto the expertise of the reviewers and the whole team on your end to probably just support us and network virtually to enable us probably grow, build up the product, and maybe tap in onto existing opportunities. So thank you for giving me a chance to speak. Congratulations to everyone. And it was a pleasure attempting the challenge. Thank you so much. Thank you indeed, Kevin. Really appreciate your taking the time. With this, Korean, then, do we have any other hands raised, or we can then wind up, right? Hi, Hira. We can see you joined. Are you able to hear us?
Okay, are you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, all right. Wait a second. All right. Thank you, everyone. I'm so delightful and so happy with this Coopathon and feel like we are in the same path. We are the same idea that technology is just a platform. So the important thing is us as human. The important thing is us as a person who has right. And then all of us are winners. No one loses in this event. We are winners because we cooperate we cooperate each other. We don't compete each other. What we want to reach, what we want to gain is we have solution for our problem as a human and solve the problem with the humanity. Thank you very much for everyone, for Mr. Balu, from ICA, Mohit, Korean, Ganesh, Sri, Sivali, and all mentors. You're great guys, and I think we have to do it more and more, and also all the judges, Mr. Jackson, yeah, I adore your work. Mr. Maya and Mr. Tarun, thank you very much for supporting us. Thank you very much for everyone, and I'm looking forward to see you again in next Coopathon. Thank you.
Indeed. Thank you. Thank you so much, Shira. We all look forward. I'm told we have one last speaker, Mr. Indra. Is he available? No, I guess we don't have him, Korean. So, okay, we in that case end the program here. It's been a long day for you all as well, and quite late for our friends in Southeast and East Asia. So, thank you so much for your time and availability, and we all look forward to seeing you on the other side. Thank you.